All right, so now we're gonna go into putting tools into the controller. You actually have to draw your tool, being very precise, as the machine takes all the dimensions into consideration when it's calculating the depth and if it can make the part without crashing it. Okay, so you're going to hit your tool button. We're going to draw a die, so you can hit new drawing. Okay, the width of this particular one we're going to draw is 3.25 inches in width, and the height is 5.25 inches. Okay, you've got that put in. Hit OK. All right, and it starts us off on the screen. We're going to draw this die in a clockwise direction. Okay, so that first part of that leg is 0.625. Okay, at this point, it's asking for an angle, but here's where we're going to actually make the V die itself. Okay, so you hit Insert V die, and now we have to define the actual V itself. Okay, the angle on this particular die is 85 degrees. The width of the V opening is 2 inches. The radius is 0.25. And the load, we're going to put in 60. That's 60 tons per meter in length of the tooling. That's the most it can handle. Okay, now our V opening's there. Let's finish drawing the die. Enter. Okay, now our angle's going to be minus 90, going down with a height of 5.25. Okay. Put in the next angle, minus 90. The width is 3.250. Okay, now we're going to do the next angle, which is another minus 90. Now you can either draw that last leg or just hit close drawing, and it'll go ahead and close it up. Okay, it closed it up. So now we have to save it and give it a number. Okay, we're going to number that die, that particular tool, 2586. That's what we have stamped on it. Okay. Okay, so that's a die we just drew. Now let's go draw a punch. Hit the tool button again, new drawing. Now we got to define the total height and the reference height of the punch. On this particular machine, we're not going to worry about the tang on the die, so we're just going to draw it as like a punch without a tang on it. Okay, the total height is 3.625. So the reference height's going to be the same. Okay, when you're drawing a punch, you're going in a counterclockwise direction. So we're starting with that angled piece, 1.066. Okay, now we're defining the actual tip of the punch, 85 degrees. It does not have a chamfer on it, so we're going to leave a 0 there. Okay, the radius on the tip is 0.047. And the load, 60 tons per meter is what we're going to put there. Okay, now we define that leg, 1.066. Okay, what angle? Well, now we're going straight up the side of it. It's a straight-sided punch. So you just hit the up arrow, that gives you the angle. Enter that. Now we draw that leg. It's 2.880. Enter. Okay, now which way are we going? 90 degrees for a width of 1.45. Okay, now we're going straight down to meet that other leg. 90. You hit close drawing. And there it is. So now we're going to save that. Hit your save button. Okay, and that's punch number 246. Okay. Now if you go back and look at your tooling, let's go look for that punch 246. There it is there. Tells you your height, the angle, the radius, and the load, so it gives you a quick overview. If you want to look at the actual dimensions of it, you can go back to the drawing screen. That's where we drew it. And you can actually hit the next button and bounce through every piece of it to see what the dimensions are. Okay, so there we are.